I broke up with her in anger. Now she's 1 hour away from me. Do I go see her? Hey Reddit, I'm a 22-year-old guy from India, and this is the full story of how I messed up my relationship, realized my attachment style too late, and now I'm stuck wondering if I should meet her one last time. This might be long, but I need to get this out. I met her when I was 21. She was 20. We were in the same college, in her hometown. I stayed in the hostel. She was a localite. We started as friends. It was simple at first. Library study sessions, canteen chai breaks, walking around campus after classes. We didn't force anything. We just clicked. After a few months, feelings developed naturally. No drama, no games, just comfort. The first year was honestly the best time of my life. We would talk for hours. We'd sit on the college ground doing nothing. Even our small arguments felt cute. Then came the 4-month vacation. We had to go long distance. That's when things slowly started changing. We fought more during that time. Mostly on text, sometimes on calls. But whenever college reopened and we met face to face, everything felt normal again. We would laugh at the same things we fought about. And that became our pattern. Fight on text, meet in person, laugh it off, talk it out properly. For a while, that worked. But something shifted around 6 months before the breakup. We had one big fight. The kind where both people feel they are right. There was no clear villain. No clear solution. We both stood our ground. And instead of resolving it fully, we just said, let's leave it in the past. But it was never really in the past. It just sat there quietly between us. Then pressure started building. For me, academic pressure, career pressure, fear of the future. For her, family pressure to secure a job, get stable, make them proud. She started pulling away slowly. Less calls, less affection, more emotional distance, and I didn't know what was happening. Instead of calmly communicating, I became anxious. I started overthinking every late reply, every short message, every canceled plan. 1 month before the breakup, I reached my breaking point. I asked her to do something for me. It was important to me emotionally. She said she couldn't, that it wasn't possible. In that moment, I felt rejected. And instead of handling it maturely, I gave her an ultimatum. You're either in or out. She chose out, and I ended it. December 29th. 2 days later, my anger cooled down. And reality hit. It felt stupid, fixable, childish. So I called her on New Year's. She was dismissive. I tried again 2 days later. She said it wouldn't work. That's when panic started. I chased. For 1.5 months. I texted long paragraphs explaining everything. I apologized. I promised change. I begged to talk face to face. She would read everything. She would respond sometimes. But it was always the same ending. No. Valentine's Day was the last day I tried properly. After that, my anxiety was out of control. I started watching psychology videos on YouTube. That's when I discovered attachment styles. Anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, and suddenly, everything made sense. I realized I was constantly seeking reassurance. And she was someone who withdrew under pressure. The more she pulled away, the more I chased. The more I chased, the more she withdrew. It was a cycle, and I didn't even know we were in one. After Valentine's Day, I stopped contacting her. 5 days passed. No message from her. I caved and texted casually. She replied, but very late. Every late reply felt like rejection. I tried normal texting for 3 days. Then I stopped completely. Then one day I had to text her about college project work. Our names were both on it. She had just started an internship and was ignoring the project. I reminded her that it was her professional responsibility. That day, she blocked me. That was the final blow. And I won't lie, that hurt more than the breakup. Because blocking feels like erasing. Looking back, I think I was originally secure, maybe slightly anxious. But over time, with repeated emotional distance, I became extremely anxious. Is that possible, or was I always anxious and just didn't know? Another thing that hurts is this. During the relationship, I slowly drifted away from my friends. I made her my primary emotional support. After the breakup, when I tried reaching out to friends, before I could even explain anything, they made it clear they didn't want to talk. That loneliness hit hard. No girlfriend, no close friends, just thoughts. And here's the twist. She recently came to my city for her internship. She's literally 1 hour away from my house. 1 hour. After months of distance. After being blocked. After everything. And now I keep thinking. Do I go meet her face to face one last time? Because throughout our relationship, something strange always happened. Whenever we argued on text, things felt worse than they actually were. But when we met face to face or even video called, we would laugh. In January and February, she refused to meet or video call. One time she agreed to a call. We ended up laughing like before. I asked her why she laughed like that. She said I was being childish. But a part of me keeps thinking, did she still have feelings? Or am I just delusional? Right now, I'm trying to improve myself. I've stopped texting. It's been 3 weeks of proper no contact. I'm learning about emotional regulation. Trying to build a routine. Trying to reconnect with people. Trying to move toward secure attachment. But it still hurts. Every day, especially knowing she's so close. I keep imagining scenarios. I show up calmly. We talk maturely. We understand each other. We fix it. But then another voice says, if she wanted to fix it, she wouldn't have blocked you. So now I'm stuck between two questions. Is it worth fixing? And even if it is, how? Do I break no contact and ask to meet? Do I respect her space completely? Or do I accept that some relationships teach lessons, not last forever? This breakup has forced me to confront things about myself I never noticed. My need for reassurance, my fear of abandonment, my tendency to escalate when I feel unheard. But it's also made me realize something else. You can love someone deeply, and still not be compatible. You can care about someone, and still trigger each other's worst patterns. Right now, I don't know if she'll ever reach out. I don't know if meeting her would bring closure, or just reopen wounds. All I know is that I'm trying to become someone who doesn't panic when someone pulls away. Someone who can say, I care about you, but I also respect myself. And maybe that's the real growth here. So Reddit, if someone you love deeply was 1 hour away after months of silence, would you go meet them one last time? Or would you let them stay in your past? If you made it this far, thank you for listening. I guess sometimes the hardest part of love is learning how to let go.